Ron Isley and R. Kelly. See, that was such a perfect. I wasn't even trying to pun. I'm telling you, I wasn't. But since R. Kelly was featured on that song, let me just go ahead, Mister the Pied Piper himself. Yes, he came out with that album recently called Black Panties. You too old for that. I love R. Kelly, but come on now, Black Panties really come on, really. Well, apparently he need to get them panties collected and he need to sell them on eBay or something because he behind on child support, 35K in child support. See, this amazes me about different artists. You on Instagram straight flexing, you buying, $200 shoes, you buying your new Maybachs, Lamborghinis, and all that other stuff, but you can't pay child support for your kids who have to eat. Or Kelly, now I'm team you all day, every day. Okay, all day, every day. I need you to go, give your ex-wife that money. Because if not, you're going to be in jail. And listen, they already tried to get you for, anyway, for, doing stuff with, little girls. And let's just say, you remember that scene in the movie where she was dun, 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 and the water poured on a catch. Okay, yes. So I think you should stay as far as away from court, honey, because people are ready to drag you for anything. So yeah, R. Kelly, I need you to go within that. I don't care if you got to become bankrupt. You need to pay your child support. Okay, so dear R. Kelly, okay, Black Panties, it should have been called Help Me Fundraise for my kids because I need 35K album, okay? Kids, you need to team up with Jay-Z. Oh, I forgot. Y'all not friends with them. Well, 2 Chainz, since he popular, and get that money raised for these kids because 35K is not cool. Speaking of child support, rumor has it that Mathew Knowles, this can't be real. This lady has to be lying, right? Because Mathew Knowles is worth like millions, right? Well, apparently Mathew Knowles owes, as of now, 35K in child support. Now, this is the kicker, okay? Now, we know he has this record label, and, Leandria Johnson is on it, Beyonce, he used to manage his daughter, Beyonce. But his son's mother and his son is on food stamps? Yeah, I this you on that EBT? You in line swiping EBT? And your baby daddy is Mathew Knowles. Honey, you should have food shipped to you from wherever you want to eat. That's Japan, Tokyo, catch Atlanta, Chicago. You need a Philly cheesesteak. EBT, loans, listen, that government cheese, listen, now be real. Now I didn't get to taste the government cheese. But, I did have a couple of cheap things, but, hey, your parents, get better jobs and you do that. Well, apparently, according to Alexander Wright, she said now, as of last year, he owed 34K back in child support. But according to her, he's still behind an amount of 32K. Now, Mathew, I know you a celebrity. No, bump that. Let's just bump that. It's already bad enough. You cheated with a woman, okay? You cheated with her when you were married to Tina Knowles. Then on top of that, you get her pregnant. Then you say screw her and everybody else. You ain't got a fool with her nor the kid. And they on Lone Star? Come, Mathew. Listen, I don't care what type of celebrity you are. When stuff like this come out, I need you to make a statement and say, listen, okay, I don't know what she made that up. Listen, I got my receipts. Now, I didn't tell you to Instagram what you owe, but I need you to put out a statement because that's too much, honey. 32K, that's somebody's whole, okay? That's somebody's whole just job, payment, rent, everything. That's some people making a year, honey. So, yeah, Mathew Knowles, you're winning, okay? You was losing a little bit, so I gave you a second chance after the Tina thing because she is just too gorgeous for you to be, oh, well, if Halle Berry can be cheated on, then, child, anybody. I said, Lord. But anyway, dear Mathew Knowles, you have to get it together, honey, because that's not right. Yeah, listen, you got Ocho, R. Kelly, Mathew. Listen, y'all need to go to some counseling. Y'all need to go to money management. That's what y'all need, money management. Okay, listen, I thought that when you get paid, the money from the child support come out your check. I guess not, because apparently these people are running, and I don't mean for Jesus. Okay, next up, Malcolm X's daughter is outraged at Nicki Minaj because of the depiction she did of her father's legacy. Now, I don't know if you got to be living under a rock if you didn't see that. The picture of Nicki Minaj cover for her new single, Looking A, People Please, that's not it. But listen, if you want to know the rest of it, you can Google looking A, and then the rest of it will pop up. Okay, catch. Well, his daughter is outraged that she used the iconic 1964 image of Malcolm X standing in the window for Ebony magazine. Okay, she used it for her single cover for that single. Okay, now he holding the gun, and then you got looking A. Now um, Nikki, it's already bad enough. Not trying to be funny. Let me just say this before I go in it. It's already bad enough that when we talk about Black History Month, people really don't acknowledge Malcolm X. They always talk about Martin Luther King, but they never really mention Malcolm X and what he did as a part of the civil rights. He was a big part of it just as well as Martin Luther King. They were friends. They were standing with each other. They marched together. He did a whole lot of things to help us as young people be able to have the rights that we have. Okay, so now I know that it's Black History Month, and I know that, get your life, whatever. But I'm going to just say that a lot of people do not respect him. They do not mention him. Say, oh, Martin Luther King was good. Oh, Rosa Parks, got up. But, okay, listen, if you talk about history, make sure you mention Malcolm X because he had a big part of it. Now, back to Nicki Minaj and her disrespectful end. Going to have the audacity to put that cover and then put Looking A on that. That's very disrespectful. See, that's why the old people say that young people have no respect. And that's exactly what it is. You knew darn well that was very disrespectful and very distasteful for you to put that man on the cover and to have that on there. That's disrespectful. Where are your manners at? I know that your mother taught you way better than that. That's very disrespectful. You just could have put, like some people do, just put words, make them cute, make them bold. That was just too far, okay? And Nicki Minaj, I like you as an artist. I really do. But don't get cocky and don't get high-mighty and feel like that whatever you put out and whatever you say is going to be okay because this generation is going to accept it. This generation will accept it because they're disrespectful just like you are. So first of all, Nicki Minaj, now she did come out and she did apologize and say, I'm sorry. Well, first of all, you shouldn't even have to say that if the people who surround you are very positive and they for you, that wouldn't even happen. See, if my friend was like, oh, Kim, I have this good idea. Honey, no, honey. No, I need you to chill the whole world out. Let's put some letters on there and release it. His daughter, I understand why his daughter was very disrespectful. And she also, she said that she want parents to teach and educate their children about the country's civil rights and history. And it's very important that they learn about the importance and understand the image of Malcolm X and why he was holding that in the illustration of self-defense at that time. And I do believe that that's right. They do need to understand. Now, once again, it's good for you to, know about Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream speech. It was beautiful. It was very powerful. But also look at Malcolm X. Once again, it comes to people not really paying attention to what Malcolm X did. They just like, oh, Martin Luther King, oh, Martin Luther King, oh, Martin Luther King. I have a dream, Martin Luther King. And that's beautiful. Know your history, okay? Because just somebody might come up to you and ask you, so what did Malcolm X do? Child, I don't know, but I do have a dream. Well, Malcolm X was a part of that dream. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But once again, Nicki Minaj, it was very disrespectful. I do agree with his daughter being outraged because it was disrespectful. Learn to respect people. Learn to respect the people who were before you. That's the problem. Young people today do not respect. They just come in like, I'm the first who did. If forget you, YOLO, child, you only live once, but baby, you also die once. Okay, get it, got it, and listen, do better as a community. Now, did Taylor Swift lose her virginity to Jake Gyllenhaal, where apparently one of her friends is spilling the tea. Now, the song Red that she came out with, okay, I'm not going to be real. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan because, honey, I'm so sick of her. Every time she break up to make up, she make a song. Girl, give me life. Be like Katy Perry. Give me Hot in Your Cold or Roar or something. I just need her to be happy and not depressed because the poor baby, 24 years old, and don't know what. Lord, but people, I low-key think she a little freak because she just done dated everybody and their grandpa. Kedge. But anyway, according to her friend, she lost her virginity to Jake Gyllenhaal, and he repaid her by not showing up to her 21st birthday party. Ooh, burn. Now, let me tell you something. It's very good for you not to be a groupie. Now, you see Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise and how she was so geeked up. And, oh, I love Tom Cruise. I liked him in the scene where he was, in a shirt and his drawers in it. Yeah, but it's very good for you to know a person and not just know a person by their image, okay, to the world, because they two different people. Okay, Taylor Swift, of course, she made the song Red, and she thought that she was going to marry Jake. That's how in love she felt for him. Girl, Jake Gyllenhaal, as fine as he is, you think your little self gonna keep? Girl, bye. Girl, Taylor, stop. Girl, you thought your little stuff was gonna keep him. Girl, we females and we have yes, thank you. We have the same thing. Not gonna help. But they said that her breakup was the inspiration to every word in the song Red. She said one of her friends referred to the event that the moment I knew it, she knew it. The lyrics were about the birthday and Jake Gyllenhaal not showing up. See, you little fast girl. Y'all keep saying that she's America's sweetheart. Now, I'm not trying to taint her image at all. But I will say this. Listen, you don't date, you don't go around the world dating people if you don't have a little trick in you, okay? You can say, no, but she's just trying to, explore and find out. You can explore without dating everybody. Oh, sorry, Taylor, don't write a song about me. But girl, if you want to, you can, girl. Chemicals, Kimicalz. I'll be looking for it, Taylor. But I do like Taylor Swift. But listen, learn, Taylor. Don't be caught up with people's image and who they are. Get to know a person, okay? Because I could be geeked about Beyonce all day long, but behind closed doors, she could be two different people from who she is. But I'm pretty sure she's a sweetheart that I love her to be. But anyway, moving on. Now, did you guys hear about? I know you guys did. Shia LaBeouf. He wore a paper bag, saying I'm not famous. He had his little low-key breakdown. Then he held a press conference where he walked out. He had a press conference and appeared on the red carpet with a bag on his head. He said he tried to retire from the spotlight, but it didn't work. Okay, well now he's saying he calls himself a performance artist. Shy, please do me this favor. I love you. You are so handsome. Please don't have a breakdown. Please don't. Okay. Well, this is the good thing about it. This is what I like. Child stars unite. Jaden Smith reached out to Shia LaBeouf on Twitter to offer support plus a message. Artist to artist. Now listen, this is what Jaden Smith said. He said, I waited in line today on Beverly Boulevard to see at the campaign book. I never got to see him, but I have a very important message to deliver. This is the important part. You have to listen. I'm here for you, a fellow insane person to talk to. But I'm seriously here, not like one of those I'm here for yous that everyone says. It was a message that only could be understood artist to artist. At the campaign book, I'm here for you. I believe in what you're doing. See, let me tell you what I like about this. He came out and he supported him, and everybody saw that Shia LaBeouf. Okay, he looked like he was on edge and he just wanted to just break. But I like the fact that Jaden Smith reached out to him and he lent his fellow co-worker a hand. And I think that that's very important as people, okay? If you see somebody going through something, it's all right for you to state your opinion and say, oh, he having a breakdown like I'm doing right now. Oh, he having a breakdown. But it's one thing for you to uplift them. And I think that's very important in the industry. That's actors, that's actresses, that's musicians, it's everything. It's very important that you guys stick together. And I think that if with the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation, if people would have supported him, okay, then he wouldn't have went off like he did. I think he would have been more saner if you would have just supported, just like when Frank Ocean came out and said that he was gay, or when Justin Bieber's having his breakdown now, if everybody would have supported them, or if anybody from the industry would have reached out and said, hey, I see you going through something, I see you doing this, okay, but I'm here for you. Okay, here's my hand. What you did was totally wrong, Chris Brown, but I'm here for you. Rather than you just bashing and disowning him, support each other. Everybody makes mistakes in life, but you don't have to just bash them and try to throw them out. It's like, once again, he came out, Frank Ocean came out and said he's gay, he's banned. Justin Bieber going through his ban. It's like, y'all just throw them away. It's just like America is so fickle. They like you and then they throw you away when you do something. So, dear America, learn to stand and support people, because when you go through something, let's just say you want somebody to be there and have a helping hand. But see, that's why it's good to have people who are good. My best friend texted me and he said, the reason why Martin Luther King is so influential to our Black history is because he stood for peace, and of his stand, we are no longer segregated. Now I agree with what he said. Now, I'm not saying that that Martin Luther King was not influential, because he was, okay? But I'm just saying, like, don't, Malcolm X, tactics were a little violent. They were, very rebellish. Can we just say that? They were very rebellish. But I love Martin Luther King because, listen, his I Have a Dream speech was everything. He did stand for segregation. And I do love both of them. I love Black history. I love that Black history teaches you what we went through. It's peace. It's encouragement. It's just everything. But I like the fact that, listen, I love the fact that the bestie did that. Shouts out to the bestie. Follow him at Witness 51 2005, because, listen, see, I just said it is good to have people, in your life that will encourage you. And this is what he texts me. See, I'm telling you, I will stay on point, okay, and I will stay get my entire life. But thanks, Pooks. That's our little thing. Thanks, Pooks. Next.